Hi everybody, Alex Elliott here and welcome back to a brand new video. This is a ridiculously good swing thought that is proven to work. Not from me, from Ben Hogan, okay? Two aspects to today, two aspects. Number one, understanding how the hands and the club head work in different directions in the backswing. And my favourite part, no matter your age or ability, how we can create a lot more speed and power with this slap drill in the downswing. And why wouldn't you want to access more speed and power? Let's get into today's video. Let's clear up this start of the swing first. Now remember, when you're watching these videos, we do have a PDF guide that you can download, take it to the range with you and watch alongside with this, so I really highly recommend that. After you've watched, there's a link down below, go and join the Facebook group. I know a lot of people have sort of been saying, link doesn't work, link doesn't work. You have to join the group, go over there, I'll let you in personally, then you can see all of them from the previous ones as well. So not just that one of today's video, you've got all the previous ones on there. So let's get into that concept of the hands and the head work in different directions during the backswing. Okay, so I think this is where we've got to just go a nice simple thought here. Too many people are thinking, right, okay, head's got to work the same as the hands. Takes the club a little bit inside, opens the club face a little bit. Some people then go the opposite way, too much like this way, and trying to keep the club head outside the hands, which in a sense is correct. What we've got to understand here is to start the swing, the hands would work in, the club head would work out. So essentially, they're working in slightly two different directions to start the swing. Now, a simple trigger to get this, and all I want you to think about to do this, is can my lead arm work across my chest and then up? So watch me right here. If I just did this one-handed, across my chest, well, that's two different directions, isn't it? Slightly. Club head slightly outside my hands, and then up, as opposed to away or inside quickly. Look at this now. Keep my left arm or my lead arm working across my chest, up to hands at hip height, and then bring the club to the top. How simple is that backswing thought to get the hands and the club head to work in two different directions, not the same and not distinctly different. Let your left arm work across the chest. And if you were doing this at home and you had a little bit of space now, I would simply do it like this. Right hand under left to the top, across the chest, work it up. Across the chest, work it up. If we did that with the club head now and the club in our hand, let the arm work across the chest, work it up. Now we're starting to understand how we control that club head. And I love drills like this because thinking about one thought is allowing this to turn a little bit more, is allowing you to get a good understanding of how you control this. Both those factors for me create a big word, consistency. Every time someone comes to me for a lesson, they're looking for that word, consistency. So that's the first part of this. And try it, hit one away. So I'm gonna hit one away here. Stand in there, let the left arm work across the chest, hands work in, club head work out, understanding that concept to allow you to take your golf swing forwards. So let's hit this one away now, feeling this motion. Let's now move on to the second part of this, that power part, okay? And this is where it starts to get really fun. We're going to enjoy this part. Not that we wouldn't enjoy it up to now. Didn't mean that at all, guys. Didn't mean that at all. So as you can see here, I placed two alignment sticks in the ground. If I wanted to imagine like my hand and this was say a piece of wood and we were trying to smack it down and put almost like a load of force to it to knock that wood out of the way or knock that wall down, and we're just using our arm to do it, I wouldn't simply just stand here and go like this. I couldn't really create a lot of speed. I couldn't really create a lot of power. And also, I couldn't really create a lot of consistency. I'd sort of hit different points of this every time, and it'd be a little bit of luck and relying on some good hand-eye coordination to do so. Now, obviously, there is good hand-eye coordination throughout the golf swing. We're not saying that. But how can we rely on using the arms and the body a little bit more? So we're going to stand in here. I want you to go hand, just onto the alignment stick. Now, if you've got one of those noodles, which unfortunately I've forgotten this morning, it'd make this a little bit softer. But I'm going to committed here, we're dedicated to this, and we're going to try it. So what I want you to do is so imagine you address it, come a little bit inside it, to the top. Look at me now. I've got this fire, this movement of, look at this. I've got some speed, and I've got some aggression, and I've got some absolute motion into this now. So honestly, stand up out your chair now if you're watching this. If you're watching this at work or anywhere else, probably don't do that now, but make sure you do it when you get home and just try this and follow along with this. Okay, so up, down, up, down, up, down. You can see how aggressive I look through the hit. If you come to the face-on perspective, look how aggressive this hits. So going back to this being a wall, I could now go through that wall because I've got plenty more power, plenty more speed. Now make this exaggerated to the best of your ability. So look now, I've really got the arms and the body working together, that slap feeling into the wall. I want you to exaggerate that to as much as you absolutely possibly dare. Make it feel too fast that you couldn't hit a golf ball with. It's sort of like, you know, the speed stick training here. You work on a lighter one, then go a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier, almost like that overtraining theory. You do it a lot faster than you would hitting a golf ball. You do it a lot faster than you would now with this motion, really firing the hips more than you could in the golf swing. And ever so often you'll take little bits of a percent of that into your actual golf swing. So then we look at this in a progressive sort of model down the line, a week or 2 weeks or maybe even a month, 2 months. We get into a position which is a lot more like this. Hips open, really feeling like I can slap this rather than up, up. So my two ridiculously good swing thoughts, and I really believe this, it's a bit of a eureka moment for us today. I don't drop that word lightly at all. Left arm or lead arm works across the chest. Think of this slap theory. And do it before each shot. Maybe not each shot on the golf course, but do it at the start of each hole or every 3 holes as a bit of a reset, a bit of a reminder. So we get on the golf course, we're now going to start working to that theory of these two things are going to come into my golf swing slowly to really give me some more control in the backswing, more consistency, and just that little bit more power. So we get shots like this, 15th. Carrying this water, we need a good shot. That is today's video done and dusted. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for some more daily tips.